I mourned what could have been. That for me was what it was. I really kept replaying the what if I would have let that door open to us just talking as adults. Where would we be now? I tell people this all the time, I always wanted to be a daddy's girl. My best friend, my longest living friend, she just lost her daddy like 2 months ago. She always was a daddy's girl. I used to just want that. Like I'd go to her house and was really close with her family. Her family was cool with my family, and so we would spend a lot of time together. And seeing the way her dad was, and they was country, big old country family, I was just like, I wish I had that. Like I want a dad. I want to be a daddy's girl, you know. And I wasn't a mama's girl either. Me and my mom, teen time, didn't do we bumped heads a lot. I'm very wild, and she's very strict. But and now we're just like sisters, which is so wild how life goes. But I wanted that, and I never got it. And this conversation has happened many times, but for real, it definitely showed itself in my relationships.
That's just what I was going.
Definitely showed itself as like a combination of soft and hard, actually. Like, I'm gonna be all right. I could take care of myself a little bit. And then on the flip, I want you to want me, and I want you to like want only me, and I wanted a certain level of pedestal, like help, and not in the way that people might think today with these girls. Some of these,
it's a different thing.
Girls are kind of wild for the night with their demands and things, but I just really wanted the guy to want to hold my hand and be like, this is my girl, you know, like all of this, like, look at who because I really do realize I wanted my dad to do that, you know? And so I had difficulty in relationships. I mean, I attracted guys like him. Like, I mean, the reason I made a tribe of all of these brothers is because I dated a basketball player and like actually was tight with his boys before he even came into my life. And then it kind of became like, everybody calls me Debo from college on. Feel like, oh, Debo, you know, like Debo's with him now, whatever. And then when it didn't work out, I mean, why on earth would I choose to date a basketball player in college? Why? Like, team wasn't even that good. But you're a basketball player, you're 6'6". I shared him with many, you know, and I felt like I would analyze like my dad and him not being there and this guy and one of these guys to want me and not feeling enough for guys. Not feeling enough was like a theme, you know, and I feel like that was really because of not having that father figure make me feel that way, because a handful of my girlfriends who I will say are in relatively strong relationships, all of them had their dads. And one or two of them had these like, you are a queen type dads, like you don't let no, like that, and they would just be like, no man's gonna do nothing to me. And it was, and they have great partners, and for me it was like, Lord, I was really walking towards guys like my father for a little while, and then it made me go into this complete opposite of my father direction, where like introverted guys and quiet guys and not very social guys. So I didn't have to worry about who they looking at. You know?
So that was almost like a overcorrection in a way.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I am an extrovert with many introverted tendencies. I can be very lonerish a lot of times, but I have a lot of friends, and I mean a lot. I have everybody that dates me is like, who are you hanging out with tonight? I'm like, oh, Vanessa's coming through, or oh, I'm gonna go and see Ken and his kids, and So I have, and I mean like just bubbles of like high school, and then American University, and then the music world, and then the radio world. I've made like close friends, and it can be intimidating for a guy to deal with that with me if they're introverted and they don't really want to be around all these people, and I'm the girl throwing the parties and I'm the girl on the stage and all of that. But I feel like a little bit of that, for a time of my life, a bit of that was like this fear of my father's type. Just like, I don't want a popular guy. I tried that with the basketball player, and nope, I want somebody who's like shy and like not gonna be in everybody's face, because that's gonna protect me from potential, hold 'em.
But you weren't, so in both of those situations, it's not really addressing the internal piece that needs to be.
Nope.
So
worthiness and.
When you were in a 14-year joint, right?
Mm-hmm.
That ended in 15, 16?
Top of 2016.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Recognizing the pattern or the overcorrection, if you will, at that time, what kind of adjustments have you made, if any?
That's why I'm laughing. Oh, man.
Since then.